When it comes to nutrition, portion control is one of the main factors to help reaching your fitness goal. It's important to have some measuring spoons and 1 pound scale. You just must measure your food. Portion control is key to reaching your fitness goal. In the morning when I wake up, I normally have apple cider vinegar and I have half of a lemon. I have 1 teaspoon of apple cider vinegar with half of a lemon, and I have that in some hot water, warm water. A great way to start the morning. It awakens the body, it kills bad bacteria in the body, it helps with weight loss, it reduces cholesterol, and it helps improve your health, especially if you suffer from diabetes or high blood pressure. For breakfast in the morning, I'll have eggs. Sometimes I boil the eggs, but if you want to fry your eggs, fry your eggs. It's a good thing to do. So I normally would use good olive oil, and I'll take one of the yolks out of my egg, and then I put some turmeric, garlic, and ginger. I grated that in the egg. I put a little bit of soy milk. I beat that up. And when it comes to frying, instead of pouring olive oil in the pan, and many people do that, and normally the average person would put about 140 calories of oil. And that's just a little bit more than a tablespoon. Instead of doing that, I normally get a spray bottle, a small spray bottle, and I spray 10 of these. That's only 40 calories. It fries the egg the same way, and that's a really good way to, right off the bat, save 100 calories. So my goal is to lose 1 pound per week for Miss Pro Natural Universe, and which means that I have to cut 500 calories from my daily intake. So right there, that's 100 calories taken care of. Another way to cut your calories, after you fried your egg, instead of having 2 slices of bread or 1 slice of bread, I normally use some kale. And you can take a half ounce of cheese and grate it on the kale, and then put your egg right on top of that, and it's absolutely delicious and filling because you have good protein, good fats, and good carbs from your kale. During the day, and I want to snack on something, I'll have some nuts. That's about 160 calories. If you don't want to have nuts, you can have like an apple with 1 tablespoon of peanut butter. That's about the same 160 calories. I love protein, and I try to have protein with every meal. So I have soy milk, and I have my whey protein. That is about 35 grams of protein right there. So I just make that. I either would have the shake, or I love hot tea, so I would make hot tea. This is English breakfast. I love English breakfast. I'll have hot tea, and then I'll pour a little bit of this in my tea throughout the day, and that's what I have. When it comes to dinner, I have an early dinner or a late lunch. I love my vegetables, so I would normally have Brussels sprouts. I'll cut that in half, put a little bit of spray on top of them, and I would roast them in the oven, and they're actually absolutely delicious. I'll have my kale. Kale is great. I'll have, if these are in season, I'll have my asparagus, and I'll have my red beets, my orange beets, and I absolutely love broccoli rabe. That's actually really good. I cut these up, and these would last me for about 7 days. That's a lot when you cut it up and you portion it out. And then what do I have for my protein? I love fish, but I love sea bass. That's what I normally have. I do that large slab of sea bass. I will grill this tonight, And this should last me. I have like 3 to 4 ounces of sea bass with my vegetables throughout the day, and that's quite filling. When we make those small adjustments, I've already cut my calories by about 250 calories. The other 250 calorie caloric deficit comes from cardio. So I play squash or I go for a run. You can walk on the treadmill, you can climb stairs. Every mile is 100 calories. So if you walk 2.5 miles, that's 250 calories there. So you can have your caloric deficit by making some sensible reductions in what you eat, and the balance of it would be from the cardio that you do. So every day we'll talk a little bit about either nutrition or about fitness, and tomorrow we will talk a little bit about fitness, sensible training to help you reach your fitness goal.